Inside the Fox 59 studio, welcome to Football Friday Night. I'm Dave Griffiths, and for the first time this postseason, trophies are on the line with sectional championships up for grabs in the Hoosier State. Here's what's on tap: a packed rundown from Class 6A, including one of the state's fiercest rivalries brewing in Hamilton County. 5A Whiteland, 4A Kokomo had deep postseason runs a year ago. Could the Warriors and Wildcats keep a shot at a title going tonight? All classes coming, but one 3A showdown features two undefeated teams. All that and a winner of last week's Shelbourne Knee Center play of the game. Those stories plus what's going through former Colts head coach Frank Reich's head now with the Panthers as he gets set to host his former squad. That's 20 minutes away. But we begin with a rematch of one of the best games of the high school football regular season. Hamilton Southeastern beat their Mudsock rivals Fishers 35-34 in overtime back on September 8th. But tonight that matters little in the minds of the Royals and the Tigers. A wild start to this one as HSE on their first possession, Chandler Weston breaks free and he is gone. See you later, 52-yard touchdown. Royals take the lead 7-zip. Fishers answers right back. First play from scrimmage, Bennett Gorak going deep. Joe Cyrus there hauls it in, 70 yards to the house, ties it up 7-7. But the Royals would respond. A back-and-forth first quarter. This time, Donovan Hamilton in the end zone catches the beautiful ball from Weston for 6. We are still in the first quarter. To the second quarter now. Tigers going on the ground now. Kobe Martin bulldozing his way into the end zone. No shortage of offense, but Hamilton Southeastern had more. 38-21 the final. Royals get the win. Next up for HSE will be the winner here between Westfield and Noblesville. Hoosier Crossroads Conference rivals. A simple game plan for the Shamrocks on the road. Give the ball to Kendall Garnett III. A tough run, breaking a few tacklers before he's finally brought down. Then Garnett from the 1-yard line plunges in for the touchdown. Gives 6 points to Westfield. Again, after a long drive, it would be again inside the 5, and again Garnett rumbling in for the score. 24-12, Westfield is moving on. Now to Pike hosting Ben Davis. Pike got a big win over Avon last week. BD over Brownsburg. That's a bad snap for Pike in the end zone. Finally, Nyland Brown jumps on it. Ben Davis gets on the board early. You don't want to give the Giants any more than they can take themselves because they take plenty. Here they are as the pass is picked off by Yassine Falke, and he takes the ball back deep into Pike territory. And from there, Thomas Gotkowski keeping it himself, getting into the end zone, makes it 12-0. On the next Giants possession, Elijah Price takes it in for a score 53-0. Ben Davis wins. Now to Cathedral, visiting Lawrence North. Looking for another sectional title are the Irish. Check out this early run by Danny O'Neill, evading some Wildcat pressure, looking for a seam anywhere, and does find a good swatch of grass back this way, finally taken down by LN. Led to a field goal made it 13-3. Cathedral on defense was fantastic. That a fourth down stop as Montez Jones can't quite pick up the first down. Cathedral ices the game as Jalen Bonds takes it in from 10 yards out. 20-3, Irish winners. Elsewhere in 6A, Southport hosting Warren Central tonight. The Cardinal defense looks strong out of the gates as Addison Meredith gets home, brings down the quarterback for the sack in the backfield, but they would need some more defensive help. The Warriors showing their strength tonight. Jalen McMorr reverses field and finds some open grass in front of him. Off to the races, putting Dub C on the board as he gets in to the end zone. Later, Warren in scoring position again. This time Anthony Dennerson gets the throw off to Marcus Bell in the flat. The stiff arm in to pay dirt. Warren wins big, 47-0. More scores. Center Grove wins a 13th straight sectional title. That is an Indiana State record. They're also the reigning state champions. Bloomington South over Seymour in 5A, 49-14. New Pal 42-6, topping Mount Vernon in 4A, and reigning 4A champs East Central over Greenwood 47-0. Class 5A, last year Whiteland made it to the state championship for the first time in school history. Could the Warriors be on the way to Lucas Oil once again? Well, it was Terre Haute South in their way tonight. Whiteland with the football in the second quarter. Gunnar Hicks gets the give for 6. Warriors are very much in business. The Braves hanging tough though. Brady Wilson looking to throw. He does throw to A.J. Watkins, spinning him away from a tackler, finally brought down eventually after a very big gain for the Braves. Stop that would go a long way as Whiteland would make a goal line stand. Aiden Schaefer bringing down the running back just inches shy of the goal line. Warrior defense sealing this one as Wilson to Watkins again, but the ball comes loose on the tackle. Recovered by Clayton Ratliff for Whiteland. Warriors win 34-10. More from 5A. Decatur Central at home, taking on West Lafayette's Harrison High. The Hawks. Bo Paulson rolls out, throwing back the other way, looking long. His receiver is there, Casey Berry. A long touchdown. Decatur Central looking good on offense and on defense too. Trying to go the other way was Harrison, taken down in the backfield by Michael Campbell. Big defensive stop for Decatur Central, and then go back to your big quarterback, Bo Paulson, with the touchdown run on the far side. Decatur Central winners 34-17. Kokomo's won its sectional 4 of the past 8 years, including last year when they made it to semi-state. Tonight, the Cats would face 11-0 Mississinewa. Hot dog. Good day today. Mississinewa with the ball. Nolan Quanderer to Andrew Monday. That is a 76-yard strike. Mississinewa showing why they are undefeated this year today, leading by 17 at halftime. Third quarter, Camarion Pollard finally does get in the end zone for Kokomo. With that running attack, it's so good when you're ahead, but hard to come back for the Wildcats as Mississinewa goes through the air again. Another long touchdown as the Cats fall 31-24 the final. Brebeuf hosting Mooresville in a 4A sectional championship on the north side of Indy. Braves with the 3-point lead, back to receive a kickoff. Javon Brooks. How about 99 yards from the one, breaking tacklers, finding space down the sideline. No one's going to catch him when he finally does get free. That's 6 points from Brebeuf the hard way. Great return by Brooks. Clock winding down in the first half. We will jump there. Hogan Denny to Landon Clemens. Big gain for the Pioneers, gets them up past midfield and gives them a chance to get some points right before the half. And in a game against Brebeuf, you know they're going to score a lot of points. You're going to have to score a lot of points in return. Mooresville did that tonight. Denny finishes the drive on the keeper. Mooresville wins with a field goal at the buzzer, 40-39. Every team strives for perfection, and so far Bishop Chatard and Hamilton Heights have lived up to that standard. But after tonight, only one of them will remain and will be the clear favorite in Class 3A. Bishop Chatard will pick it up with them on offense on the road, trying to control the clock, keep it on the ground. Riley Cannett dragging Hamilton Heights tacklers up the middle for the solid gain. Later on the drive, the Trojans finish it with a score up the gut. Take control, stay in control, would not give the Huskies any breathing room today. Here back to pass, the dump off to Cannett. This time a beautiful screen with blockers in front of him. Riley Cannett to the end zone. 28-8 Chatard, the reigning 3A champions, move on. Tri-West, a 7-0 lead on Monrovia. We'll pick it up there. More in 3A sectional finals. Brody Green for the Bulldogs is a big man. 5'9", 250 pounds. His touchdown ties it up 7-7. Tri-West turn now, looking for the deep ball, try to get some points in a hurry, but Ryder Poole was looking for that deep ball too. Monrovia gets the interception, take back over on offense. Nothing doing for them, so it goes back to Tri-West. Malachi Walden on the QB keeper, so dangerous with his legs. Physical touchdown run, Tri-West wins 28-21. More from Class 3A, Upstart Garrett hosting the Eagles of Delta tonight. Garrett had an upset win last week with the ball here. Dropping it on the ground. Delta defense pounces on it, recovered by Nathan Maynor. Eagles take over on offense. Now, here they are, in fact. Caden Bond from the 30-yard line, free down the far sideline, speeds away from the defense. Delta winners 21-15.